Do you want to see if you're on track for retirement? Do you want to create a budget? Do you want to spend less, have less impulse shopping? Whatever comes to mind. And then from there, you can start finding the resources you need to actually reach your goals in every one of those areas.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
I do have one question for you relating money and women. And it's the following: like 8 months ago, I think I interviewed the Minister of Finance of Zimbabwe. And this is what he told me. He told me, Harry, look, we are very happy because we are lending money to the people, to the farmers, so they can grow the business. And so they can do the small business, they grow in the tomato, the vegetables, and so on. And then they are paying this loan back, and then we lend them more money again. And we have this program in Zimbabwe. And he told me, but we are very happy with women because it happened to be the women, 80% of the women against men, they're paying back the loans.
Yes.
So he told me it's actually a great business for the government to lend to women. Actually, they're doing amazing. They pay the more, they mitigate the risk better because they are children. They know that they cannot lose the business. They have to repay, and like this they grow and so on. So if that's the case, Annie, why women, they are so the lack of funding for tech women and for women in general when it comes to funding the business and the project? Why there is no money out there for women? Why it's so hard for women to start their own business and to raise finance when it doesn't make sense? We have the study from, like I'm telling you, the Minister of Finance told me that personally to me. And for my business, my first employee, they were women, and they were also good. That my property business, my first property business, my employees, all of them, they were women. They were also good. The one day I arrived to the office and they told me, Harry, go home. We don't need you. We can run this business without you. And they sent me home like that, literally, the girls.
Yeah.
So why women are so amazing and capable to do everything? Why it's ridiculous that they cannot find funding for the project and so little money is available for women?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different pieces going on there. So first of all, what you said about women being good at paying back their loans, women are excellent when it comes to money management. There's some research showing that women are actually better than men when it comes to investing, especially because they're less risk-taking and they're more likely to be able to ride the waves of the volatility. So women are incredible when it comes to money management, but I think historically, we know that women were not always given the same access to financial resources and financial education as men. So there's still so much that we're doing to catch up. And then we have so many women who also don't access their finances. So if they're in a partnership, maybe their husband or partner takes care of the finances and they don't see a lot of it. So there's a lot of different reasons that might happen. And as far as funding goes, I also think, depending where you come from, there's not a lot of education around where to find funding. So you have to go find the source or get connected with a community group that can help you. So I think the answer is having more and more education in the community for both men and women, but especially women, targeted outreach to help women know, if you want to start a business, here's the resources available to you. And once there's more awareness and education, I think women would just skyrocket and take off with it.
We may believe that the people handling the money, they're all men. Yeah. The other day, one of the attendees from my workshop, she said she was Harvard graduated in a finance company. She's working here in London, and she's realized that they only hire her to say that they have a women in the C-suite. They were not taking her opinion or anything in consideration. Well, it was a huge company we're talking about. And the woman is like, guys, what is, I'm a Harvard graduate, and look my track record. Why I had to prove, why I had to, if I have an opinion, nobody's taking in consideration. Like I just, and you just brought me just to for a PR reason, I think, to say no, we have women in the board and so on. So it's a lot of stereotypes So in fact, Annie, women are better with money than men, right? Are they?
I won't give a blanket statement. I will just say there is some research specifically
They're
on
very
women.
good. They're very
Yeah,
good.
doing a very good job with investing. And when it comes to C-suite positions too, there's so many differences when it comes to men and women. Like there's research showing that women will only apply to a job if they meet 100% of the qualifications, whereas men will apply if they have 30 to 50% of the qualifications. Women are less likely to actually negotiate salary. So there's other reasons why we're still a little bit behind in those roles as well.
So look like, my girlfriend Lily always say, if there is no door, you need to you need to make your own door. It looks like women, we need to make their own door in society to move forward, because what else women need to prove, yeah. So I'm very happy that you created this company, right? Because it has something that is set here for women, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that a lot, yeah, because
Yeah.
so you're doing money essential for women, yeah. So I think that is a great idea to have a business around that, because I think women need to create their own framework. I'm a big supporter, yeah, huge, huge, yeah, because like I said, from my own experience, yeah. So I'm not talking about other people's experience. I'm talking about my own experience in my own business. um, Most of my employees, they were women. They were all better than me at everything, literally at everything. To a point they sent me home. They were telling my manager was telling me, the girls, they were telling me, Harry, in fact, the only problem in this business is you. Go home. Here we everything goes better. Go on holiday, do something else. Don't come here. So
Yes.
that was true story. So then it seems that women have to create their own framework, their own structures, their own funding, their own frameworks to grow. And I think that money is a very important part of it. Yeah, which is actually your new business that you specialize. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because Annie, if we handle money properly, yeah, uh, life is easy. Yeah, we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about like you don't have to work for the money. You can put the money to work for you. The money doesn't get
Absolutely.
tired. Money doesn't take day off. They work 24/7. Yeah, and then
Yep.
you can work just because you want to, not because you have to, which is completely different scenario. We release all the pressure for your life and women out there that they have children, they have family, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, they need to have a chance to create their own job as well. It,
Yep.
if they cannot find a
Absolutely.
job because the job market is giving so many conditions, and they want to spend more time with the family, they have small children, they need to have the possibility to create their own job, create their own small business, where they create something in their own time, make their own money, have independent finance and everything. And for that, someone like you, that with your expertise in finance and how to handle the money, can become really, really helpful. So, what advice do you have for women there? Um, that I think that, because not all of them have a finance background like you, right? But when
Mm-hmm.
if you really go there into finance, very very quickly you can replace your salary for an asset, yeah, and that's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Yeah, that's amazing when you invest in properties, and after you pay your mortgage, you have money left over every month. It's like a like a job, and you don't have to go and work. The asset will
Mm-hmm.
produce that income. Yeah, so. How can you help the women, Annie, in finance to get to a better position? Any ideas?
Yeah. Oh, so many ideas. So what we
Tell us,
do
tell us.
at Yeah. So at Money Essentials for Women, if anyone's listening and you're interested, so we help women reach their money goals from a really holistic point of view and from lots of different angles. So we have
Very good.
financial coaches on staff that help with everything from budgeting, debt payoff, investment, retirement. We also have career coaches and business coaches because we know specifically if you're looking to make more income, you might need help negotiating a salary. You might need help with your resume. You might need help with business strategies. So we have coaches that you can work with and create your team. So unlike other places you might go where you just have one person that talks to you about retirement, they're not getting the whole picture of you. So I would say for anyone thinking about how to improve in their finances, if you just sat down with a piece of paper for 5 minutes and said, what do I want to do differently with my money? And think about those 3 areas, potentially business, but your career and your finances. And just write down anything that comes to mind. Do you want to see if you're on track for retirement? Do you want to create a budget? Do you want to spend less, have less impulse shopping? Whatever comes to mind. And then from there, you can start finding the resources you need to actually reach your goals in every one of those areas.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.